Albert Einstein. A great thinker, Albert Einstein was one of the most brilliant minds in history. He was a scientist, a dreamer, and a man who changed the way we understand the world. Einstein is best known for his theory of relativity, but he was much more than just a scientist. He was also kind, curious, and deeply thoughtful. His life story is an inspiration to people everywhere. Early life. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, a small city in Germany. His family was Jewish, and he had one younger sister named Mia. When he was a baby, his parents noticed that his head was larger than normal. People were worried that he might have a problem, but as he grew up, it became clear that Albert was special. As a child, Albert did not speak much. In fact, he did not start speaking full sentences until he was around 4 years old. Some people thought he was slow, but he was just thinking deeply. From a young age, he was very curious about how things worked. When he was 5, his father gave him a compass. Albert was amazed by how the needle always pointed north. This moment sparked his love for science and learning. School and education. Einstein went to school in Germany and later in Switzerland. At first, he didn't enjoy school very much. He thought the way they taught was too strict and boring. He liked asking questions and thinking about big ideas. But his teachers wanted him to follow rules and memorize facts. Despite not always liking school, Albert was very smart. He loved math and physics. When he was a teenager, he taught himself algebra, geometry, and even calculus. Later, he went to the Swiss Federal Polytechnic School in Zurich to study to become a teacher in physics and mathematics. A new way of thinking. After graduating, Einstein had trouble finding a teaching job, so he started working at a patent office in Bern, Switzerland. This job gave him a lot of free time to think about science. He used his imagination and knowledge to explore new ideas. In 1905, when he was just 26 years old, Einstein published 4 important papers. One of them introduced his famous equation, A equals mc squared. This equation showed that energy and mass are related. It was a new and amazing idea that helped scientists understand how the universe works. This year became known as Einstein's miracle year. People started to notice his genius, and he soon became a professor at different universities in Europe. The theory of relativity. Einstein's most famous work is the theory of relativity. There are actually 2 parts to it: the special theory of relativity and the general theory of relativity. The special theory, published in 1905, talks about how time and space are not fixed. This means that time can move slower or faster depending on how fast you are moving. It sounds strange, but it has been proven true by many experiments. The general theory of relativity, published in 1915, was even more amazing. It explained gravity in a new way. Instead of thinking of gravity as a force, Einstein said that big objects like the sun bend space and time around them. This is why planets move in orbits. This idea was tested during a solar eclipse in 1919 and was proven correct. After that, Einstein became famous around the world. Life and struggles. Einstein's life was not always easy. He lived during a time of great change and war. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in the 1930s, Einstein, who was Jewish, had to leave the country. He moved to the United States and began working at Princeton University. Even though he lived in America, Einstein always cared about peace and justice. He spoke out against war, racism, and nuclear weapons. He believed that science should help people, not hurt them. Einstein was also offered the position of President of Israel in 1952, but he kindly said no. He believed he was not good at politics and preferred to stay a scientist. Personality and hobbies. Albert Einstein had a fun and interesting personality. He was kind and gentle, but also very honest. He didn't care much about money or fancy clothes. He often wore the same clothes and didn't like wearing socks. He loved music, especially playing the violin. He said that music helped him think and feel calm. He also enjoyed walking, sailing, and spending time with friends. Einstein was very curious. He always asked questions and tried to understand the world better. He once said, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." This shows how humble he was. His legacy. Albert Einstein died on April 18, 1955, at the age of 76. But his ideas and work are still alive today. His theories changed science forever. Thanks to Einstein, we have GPS, space travel, and better understanding of the universe. People remember Einstein not only for his mind but also for his heart. He cared deeply about human rights, education, and freedom. He believed that imagination is more important than knowledge because imagination has no limits. Conclusion. Albert Einstein was more than a scientist. He was a thinker, a dreamer, and a person who wanted to make the world better. His life shows that being curious and kind can lead to great things. He is a role model for students, teachers, and everyone who loves learning. His famous words still inspire people today. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Albert Einstein truly was a man of great value.